Okay, welcome back, everyone, to Pathfinder War for the Crown. We are still in the first book, Crownfall. However, we are in a different chapter. We went from All the King's Men to Lost in History. Last we left off, the party dealt with some impervious to hit armors, got confuddled, one person stabbed themselves multiple times, and then proceeded to get tackled. That trap was disarmed, and then possibly even more confusing than the endless hallway, you ran into a kobold selling wares in a basement. And then that kind of broke, Aravid's brain a little bit. And then you went forward, you did some trading with said kobold named Mimips. And then you being Aravid, triggered another trap and took some good damage. And now that's where we find ourselves. At said trap.
Remind me again what kind of trap this is. What is it a mind melding trap like what we dealt with before? Is it spikes? What was this one?
It's a statue.
When Aravid was walking across the floor, you saw bloody circles appearing on the walls and the ceiling and the floor and all over the place that seemingly damaged Aravid.
Yeah, seemingly.
I forgot they were other places than the floor. And was it in the corner? Is it right here? And this is the trapped area?
Yes, the big key is the trap, and the statue is indeed in the corner.
Okay. And which way did you say the statue was pointing? Is it pointing towards this door?
The statue is holding a scepter, which indeed points this way to the door.
Okay. Can I go see if the arm moves that's holding the scepter?
Sure. Okay.
Right here.
You move to the statue, and you begin to grab its arm that holds the scepter. And doesn't seem to move.
Okay. What about the scepter itself?
Give me a perception.
Okay. Boom.
No, it's a solid statue.
Okay.
Solid, unmoving statue. There you go.
Okay, just checking. I was thinking maybe that would disarm it, but...
The idea was to try to, direct it somewhere else, right?
Direct it somewhere else, or see if it was like a lever, to move up or down, or something like that, yeah.
I wonder if we can trip the trap with other rocks and stuff. There's a bunch of debris down to the south. I wonder if we can simply deplete the magic if we can't redirect the magic.
I will say, the bloody circles have not disappeared. They still remain.
And they're all within the T area, right?
Yes.
Could I do a knowledge arcana to see how these circles work?
Sure, you're studying the circles?
Yeah.
Give me a knowledge arcana, and also give me a fortitude saving throw as you study them.
Can I assist with that arcana?
I will give it to you, which would be you can add your own.
Which is 2.
So 19. You have made the fortitude save, so something doesn't happen, but you are still going to take 6 points of negative energy damage as you look at these circles and begin to study them. What can I give to you for this? As long as you're still alive.
Yes, I am still standing. Oh, woozy. But standing.
Let's see, an 18. I need to Google something.
I'm just gonna quickly say to everyone, don't try to look at the circles. Oh gosh, I don't know how to describe what just happened to me, but
Really? I say from across the whole hall.
hey, I didn't try to step on it.
All right.
just-
I guess I can give this to you. This is what one would call a haunt.
Interesting.
And yeah, I'll give the 19. It seems that this haunt may or may not be connected to something or someone. And for as long as said thing lasts, said haunt will last.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and convey that in some way that my person would apparently know how this thing works to everyone. I guess we need to look around the room or see if there's something else that's connected to this. Does anyone have a method of tracking it down or something?
I mean, you could try the obvious.
Destroy the statue.
Yep.
Hey, I look at Mia.
We all look at Mia.
Yeah. Meal will just spin on her heel, get to the statue, and just try to like pull it down to the ground with as much force as she can to try to break it.
Okay. What role would that be?
Smashy, smashy roll.
Yeah. I'm debating
no
between asking
athletics in
for.
Game.
Yeah, I'm debating between
Acrobatics.
asking for a straight attack or like a straight strength. What do you feel is more appropriate?
We could consider it an unarmed strike, or if you wanted, an improvised weapon.
Yeah. Treat the statue as as its own improvised weapon.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you running around with just the arm with the scepter.
Yeah, sure.
Smacking.
Give me an improvised weapon.
Sure. 12. That's a lot of that's max damage.
Nice.
Okay. You're not able to rip down the entire statue, but you're able to get a grip and a foothold, and you are able to yank off the arm with the scepter. The old stone seems to give as you're able to rip stone apart.
Okay. The scepter is pointing towards that area, right?
The scepter was pointing towards the door, yes.
Okay. I will just do a happy little walk this way and then just shout to Hugh. Did that work? Is it gone? The scepter's not pointing at the door anymore. And then I will examine the scepter because this is something bigger that I can hit people with, and I kind of like that idea.
You look back, Hugh, and the circles are still there. And I think for the purposes of the part of the statue's hand still holding the scepter, because I believe I have to give you like a weapon type, it would be considered. I think this would be probably considered to be something like a club, or perhaps a great club even.
It is a pretty great club.
Okay. So is that arm with scepter or just arm?
That is, that is arm holding scepter.
Okay. Arm
Scepter is still in hand.
Okay. Just for mechanical's sake, if I were to pull the scepter out of the arm, would I still have the arm as the large weapon?
The scepter, well, I don't think it's actually a scepter. It's part of the statue, so it's also stone.
Okay. Okay, got it. I thought it was like something... I thought it was an actual scepter that I could, like, remove. Okay, no worries. I will hang on to that. Does the stone feel sturdy? Like, could I get a good couple swaps at people, or is it going to be like a one hit and then it's going to shatter?
It feels sturdy enough to definitely hurt some fools multiple times over, but you probably don't want to be whacking other stone statues with it.
Got it. So it's problematic to fleshy things. Got it. Mm-hmm. I like it. I'm okay with this. All right, cool.
So I didn't exactly spend my life in a church, but is there any chance that I have some kind of knowledge on how to deal with haunts? No, I do not have knowledge religion, so I will pass on that if that's the only way about it.
Yeah, I was just about to ask that, and if you don't, that's kind of the issue there.
Yep, yeah, it is. I got nothing.
I'm just going to ask, does anyone have the ability to sense any magic in this room that isn't originating from the circle?
As in, like, detect magic?
Yes, that spell.
I don't have that. But, I do have the skill knowledge religion.
Oh, well, that helps.
Detect magic is, in fact, a thing I can do.
Both of those help.
DM, sir, can I attempt a knowledge religion to see if I know how to deal with them?
Certainly can.
Okay. No.
You know that there is quite the pantheon of gods and goddesses, and whether you choose to worship them is up to you.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna digest that.
Yes, digest that information that in a fantasy setting, there are gods and goddesses that people worship.
Yeah, I was just wondering if there was like a hidden message in there somewhere.
No.
But no.
I will tell you no. That's just being sarcastic with.
Okay. I thought you were like, oh yeah, if you pay worship to this statue of a god, then maybe the circles will disappear.
Nope.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
I would like to detect magic on our statue, please.
Sure. Oh man, I also forgot. Oh, I'm such a goof. I forgot to give Hugh and Aravid some information. As the two of you, in separate occasions, took took damage from this trap, you would have received brief flashes of some sort of arcane ritual. That's all I can give you. And you detect magic on the statue, and there's no magic on the statue.
So it's somewhere else.
Also, Aravid, there's a door next to you.
Oh yeah, I know. It has piqued my curiosity, but I'm waiting for at least one other member to find their way over here. That may change if it takes a while.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will ask, do you look at the door?
Of course I look at the door.
Okay. Well, as you look at the door, I can give you this information, just base right out the gate. It is a nice-looking door. It does have a lock on it, which seems to hold a complex-looking mechanism. But it also has 2 keyholes.
Checking my pockets. I only had that one small key, I believe. Cool. Did we pick up any more keys? 2 specifically.
Checking my notes.
Oh,
Are
I don't
you?
have anything listed in my
Is it the
inventory.
The little key that you have, is it the one that we found in the original room that we started out in?
Yeah, we found 2 keys in there. One of them was mine, I believe, was for the box that. No,
Right.
mine was for the hidden hallway. The other
Okay.
one was for the box
For
that
the
got
box,
punched
yeah.
open.
That's the only ones that I have notes about.
Great. GM, does this door look otherwise mechanically, or I suppose if I'm lucky, magically trapped, or does it just seem like they don't want anyone going in?
Give me a perception.
Okay. +6. Wow. So with a +6, I got a 7.
Wow. This door seems like a very heavily locked door.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. Fuck it. I'll take some time to try and figure this out. I don't have disabled device, so I'm flying off of intuition here. But I'll try.
Okay.
I'm not going to get anywhere. Go ahead, everyone else.
Desmond's gonna go back to the group of people behind us and ask them, has any of you seen a key of some sort? It appears that we need one to progress forward. 2, actually.
Yeah, you hear in the distance, 2.
Yeah, thanks.
The group begin talking to each other, kind of looking at each other, murmuring. One of them pipes up and says, I didn't see any any keys, but I did see other doors.
True, it might be somewhere where we haven't looked. Can you refresh my memory about the room that had sort of the dinner party action? That was not a room I went into, so I took stupid notes about it.
The dinner party.
Or that there was, like, markings and engravings of some cabal. It was in the room where we had some branching ones. After
With the statues?
Was it
So,
statues?
like rich people?
Yeah,
That's all
I
that
don't
I can
know.
remember.
I took bad notes.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Hold on. What is it? Where is it? That's not it. Yes, you saw various circles that Hugh figured out belonged to a group, a secret cabal of people who were trying to secretly rule Taldor.
Right. So when you say various circles, does that mean like markings on the floor or?
Well, in the statue room, the circles were marked all over the wax figures. And then there was a banner room where a bunch of circles were drawn on some of the banners and behind them.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out if there is something like, if it's a charmed circle, you go break it or whatever. It's to do with this particular crap.
Yes, and I will actually say, said circles, Hugh, are seemingly the same looking circles as the ones that are in this haunt.
Ah, okay.
Except these are bloody and they hurt.
I did. I just remembered something. I walked to the group of people. One of you was a priest, correct?
Yes, that is me.
We are currently dealing with a trap that seems to be of the religious nature. Some sort of haunt. Would you be knowledgeable as to how to find the source, or how to dispel such a magic?
Let me roll for them. Boy, how can I give you this information? Because I don't know if they would know this information. So how do I give you this information? Because they just rolled a 23.
They're a senior priest.
Let's see here. Yeah. They just casually study. They'll walk up and just look at it. They won't study it if you tell them not to look at it for too long. But they'll come up, see what it is, and say, well, this holy water would usually work, but I don't have any on me. This seems to be a creation of something, so if you kill whoever made it, it should go away.
Well, that's going to be difficult because it seemed to be multiple people in a ritual. Unless I was incorrect. Was there just one person or multiple people?
Well, you would have seen the flash of a arcane ritual. You would have, I will say, yeah, both Hugh and Aravid, you would have seen one singular person.
Ah, okay. Well, check what I said, because I wouldn't have said that.
Can we go back and see if any of the wax figures look familiar to you, Hugh?
Out of curiosity, how many bloody circles are there, and how many of these weird rooms that we passed through?
You've passed through 2 rooms so far, and the entire floor, walls, and ceiling are covered.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna head back and see if we miss something.
I'll come with you.
I'll just slide down on the wall, just sitting in the corner. Don't die.
I will try not to. Desmond yells back. Wait, this area is dark.
Yeah, I would recommend that people who have light probably move their tokens.
I will
over to people
follow.
Who don't.
Oh.
I
yeah, I
would
said
say
I
with
was
Arvid.
coming.
Well, I ain't moving your token.
Where are we going? All the way down here?
Okay, so this one's the tapestry one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that hallway. Was there anything else besides the doors going to these two rooms?
You never fully went down either side of the hallway to find
Okay.
out. There were turns, there were corners.
We may need to check them, but so we have these two rooms. That room over there has things to tempt people to grab things that they probably shouldn't be grabbing. Desmond ponders, recollecting his earlier actions. But looking at these dummies,
Mm-hmm.
Hugh, what did the vision you have look like? Is it possible to recreate it using these mannequins?
I guess I tried to recollect what I saw while I was basically getting the life sucked out of me.
I think I can
Yes.
give that to you. It would have looked like a figure at the center of a ritual.
Am I able to give out or remember specifics of what the figure looked like or
No.
race they were from?
So none of these figures look familiar.
Well, they aren't. No, these wax figures don't seem to be dressed or look like anyone in particular. They just seem to look like your general noble person. Outside of the one figure lying on the floor, which has overlapping circles cut into its chest and face.
And just a little side note, detect magic is a concentration spell, right? So as long as she still has it, she's able just to detect magic as she's walking down any hallway and stuff, I believe.
As I understand it, I have to concentrate on something or like a specific area for basically a round. If I'm wrong about that, definitely correct me, but it's
Yeah.
cone shaped, so yeah.
And it's up to a minute or level, whatever that means.
Right.
So, for as long as you can concentrate on it, you can walk down a hallway and do it, but I would imagine if Lucia was doing it this entire time, it probably would have gone.
True, but it's a cantrip, so bam, I would like to go ahead and start surveying this room.
Alright. You start surveying the room. Can you just put Detect Magic in the chat real quick?
Sure.
First round, presence or absence of magical auras. Where are you aiming?
I would like to look at that figure with the circles carved on it first.
Alright, so that's right here, so you're aiming this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how... Okay, first round, you do get a presence of a magical aura over here on top of one of the other wax figures.
Okay. I would like to go ahead and do my second round. Just seeing if So I'm just getting that one ping, is what you're saying?
Yes, there's nothing coming from the figure with the circles.
I would like to look at it long enough so that I get a sense of its strength and school of magic.
Alrighty, well, you can certainly give me a knowledge arcana.
Okay, so this, I'm trying to decipher what this says in terms of making the check in the actual spell description. 1 check per aura, DC 15 plus spell level. So I'm not sure what that means. Whether that's
That
something I'm
means
supposed to be doing
That,
or...
yeah, that just gives me the DC that you have
Okay.
to beat.
Okay. So Arcana says you.
Yes, knowledge arcana says spell. Oh, right. Well, I can tell you, if I'm understanding this correctly, you are getting a faint aura of illusion magic.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Coming from a hat atop the figure.
I'm going to tell the gentleman in the room. This is slightly odd, but the hat on that particular figure seems to be magical. Possibly an illusion of some kind? Should we remove it?
Are there any loose objects around the room?
Other than the waxed figures, no. And what they're wearing, no.
Oh, well, the one in the middle has, like, stuff stuck in it? Or did I mishear that?
The one in the middle on the floor has holes cut into it. Or
Oh, okay.
circles cut into it.
Okay. Can I try to yank one of its hands off?
Sure. It's a wax figure. I'll just give it to you. You can,
Okay.
rip a hand off.
If you think that's magical, then I'm inclined to think that, like everything else in this hellscape, it's trapped, and I'm gonna throw the hand at it.
I'm going to move out of its direct
Do you have anything on your sheet for a ranged attack? Just use the base of.
I mean, I've got cold blast, but that's against touch.
Just give it. Let's just give it.
Okay.
Just for funs. You
Of course.
throw it, and it hits a wax figure next to it and knocks the figure down.
Does
All
it
right,
knock the figure down into the other one?
I thought you were referring to that other figure. I'm just gonna pick up another hand and throw it at the one with the hat that she actually pointed at.
Yeah. Give me another one. Alright, that's good enough. You throw the second hand, and it clatters into the figure, and it falls down, and the hat tumbles off of the figure. Not only does the hat tumble off the figure, but it seems that said hat is also stuck to a wig that was on the figure, so both kind of fall down as one.
Does anything change in the room?
Yes, you all die. No.
Okay, cool.
Nothing seems to change.
All right. I would like to examine I'm tabling that for right now, but y'all can do something about it. But can I examine this group with detect magic?
Which group? Sure. You detect magic and you detect nothing.
Okay, just for funsies, that one.
You detect nothing.
And to be thorough, this one.
Nada.
Okay.
And as you finish that, I'm just gonna come up here, just to see what you guys are talking about from either side of a trap. Aravid and Mia. Yeah, what do you guys? Are you guys having a chat? What are you guys doing up here? Just
I'm sitting in darkness. Oh, I'm not sitting in darkness. I'm sitting
Sorry, I
in
would've
kind
moved
of
back.
darkness. I'm sitting in dimness.
That is as close as I can get.
Yep, and I'm just sitting on the floor with like my arm resting on my knee, just kind of like fidgeting a little bit, staring at Mia, looking around the room. I got nothing.
Yeah, Mia's just like swinging this new arm, checking its balance and stuff like that. She'd probably pause for a moment and look over at Aravid and say, Can I ask if you're from around here, or are we not on that type of information sharing terms?
I'm an Aparan.
Oh, really? Did you grow up here?
I'm not giving you my address, but yes, I grew up here. I hate to say it, but my family would probably be of note if you paid close enough attention. Not that they'd want to admit that I'm part of that.
They don't like you?
I've made some familial enemies.
Well, it's probably good for good reason. No one tries to do that on purpose, I would think, but I'm sure that you had your reasons, and whatever they are, as long as you stick to your guns, you're doing what you think is right.
I do believe that I am on the right side of things.
She gives him a nod, and then her head jerks to look at the statue again. How tall is that statue?
It is on. Let's see. It's on a little thingy-majiggy, but it is tall enough to hit the ceiling of the place, just about.
Okay. I'm gonna. She's gonna turn to Aravid and say, "I'm gonna try something. I will walk over here. I will gingerly put my arm, scepter, improvised weapon down, walk to the statue, and then I would like to try to yank the statue down again, but I'm gonna yank it this way, so it's laying flat. And
all right, give me another improvised.
Okay, I have fixed my character sheet so the bonuses are correct, so this is going to be hopefully better.
So the bonuses weren't ever correct.
Correct, they were not. I wasn't adding in my strength mod to the attacks itself, so now I am.
Okay. With a 24, I'll say you're able to make loose the statue and fully rip it down with a loud boom as it clatters to the ground, cracking its face even further.
Okay, perfect. It's still stable, though?
If you decide to throw it down anymore, probably not, but yeah.
Well, it's flat. So what I want to do is I want to get to here, put my feet on it, put my back against the wall, and I want to see if I can push it.
Okay, I will let that stand with your improvised weapon.
Okay.
You are able to push it.
Okay, great. I want to push it so part of it is over this, and I want to see if it activates the trap. I like to think that Aravid and I are far enough away that it wouldn't hurt any of us, but I want to see if the trap activates with the statue on it.
As in damaging the statue.
Yep. I want to see if it damages non-organic matter.
Sure. You toss the statue over, and I'm just gonna have the statue be this. You toss this. You kick the statue over, and the statue goes sliding over the trap, landing directly on it, and nothing seems to happen to the statue.
I walk to the edge of the statue and I kind of give Airvid like a little shrug, like, oh, guess it only hurts people. And kind of gesture to the like little path that I made. I wonder if it only hurts you if you touch it.
I'll consider that if they call for help.
I'll give it a shot. And I will put my foot up on the statue.
Okay.
I want to see if I get hurt, even though I'm not touching any of the actual stuff.
You put your foot up on the statue, and roll me nothing because it doesn't hurt you.
I will very gingerly like lift myself up on the statue and kind of stand there and like balance and hold myself and see if I get hurt again. So I'm essentially here.
Yeah. You step on the edge of the statue.
Don't touch the wall.
Yep.
Nothing seems to happen, but I will say, because of how crumbly this statue still is, if you're going to cross it, I'm going to ask for an acrobatics.
Okay. I will jump back and land away from the statue and just kind of give like a ta-da like kind of gesture and say if we can figure out how to make sure it doesn't break, we could probably get everybody across.
Well, I'm going to stand up and gracefully find myself across this new bridge in 2 steps. I can roll you my acrobatics.
Yes.
Mia would be like offering.
Do I care about daring do?
Mia would be like offering a hand / being like prepared to catch you if something starts to act up or you start to fall.
Right.
Genuinely concerned.
So that's a 27.
You are able to gracefully make it to the other side of the statue. You feel maybe a piece of the some of the statue kind of crumble away, but it's not nearly enough to screw up your steps.
As I begin to walk casually, once after landing, I just kind of look at me and say thank you, and then start heading back this way.
Also, just for the sake of things, I did give one of these NPCs a bright light because I imagine they would have picked up a torch at some point in here.
Yeah. People give
Otherwise, they're all blind.
To give him a thumbs up and then go over and pick up her new improvised weapon and just basically stay there. If somebody comes out the door, she's gonna want to talk to him, but she would probably just stay there and just practice swinging with the arm staff so she can get used to the weight. And that's all that you're gonna get from me. I can't believe that worked, guys. That's hilarious.
Aravid, give me a perception.
Oh, okay. 18.
As you walk into this room and give a side eye to Mimips, Mimips turns to you, as seeing you enter, throws out his arms and gives you a look of like, eh? To his wares.
Look, I'm still here.
Walks out the room. Is Mia joining, or is this just recording purposes?
Recording.
Okay, well, you're able to walk Aravid. You see the open doors. Oh no, you don't. Did you take a torch? Otherwise, you wouldn't see open doors, because this place would be dark.
Aravid? How'd you get across the trap?
Are you muted? Oh, Mike. I gotta remember that you're all not walking with torches in this area, and Mia being there to provide light, I was like, yeah, of course Aravid can see everything. Throwing me off my game.
Well, I have a torch.
Well, while we wait for Aravid to come back from the dead, what are you three doing in this room?
I'm gonna pick up that hat.
Okay.
You pick it up?
I'm also just gonna kind of look around and see if there's anything that looks like anything that looks like, I don't know, a circle that we can destroy, or I don't know, something.
Give me a perception.
Okay.
No. Nothing jumps out at you as destroyable.
Okay.
Oh, is that an
That's
Aravid?
fair.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Hey,
Like-
look at that.
Okay, I did the thing again where I could hear you. Okay, so one of the NPCs has a light, and also you guys have a light, which I feel like would be enough to sort of feel my way around and sort of see like details of the walls and such.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm making my way over here.
I know, at least on my end, the light is definitely shining out of this door, but that's on the GM's end.
Yeah, and like that would not a dynamic light, but that would splash a little bit, so I would be able to see enough to get over here.
Mm-hmm.
Mia pushed the statue down.
That is a sufficiently meat-headed solution. I believe that you are the real Aravid.
Hey, so as long as we don't touch the circle or the walls, we're fine.
Are we? Is that why she pushed the statue down?
Yes.
Ah.
So the cave-in that was near that shopkeeper, could we use the boulders just to basically cover the floor and scale the like that?
Oh. I like this idea.
Well, that doesn't seem to solve the second problem. We need 2 keys.
And
And we seem
can
to only have
check-
one, and we're not sure if it's even the right key.
tried
Well,
to
there are-
lock the door.
There are other areas in here. We might as well check them out. There's got to be a key somewhere else.
Okay. Yeah,
Right.
I'm up for that.
After Lucia picked up the wig hat, did we notice, as in Hugh and I, or maybe Aravid, did any of us notice anything happen to Lucia?
You can give me perceptions.
I look fabulous.
Exactly. Nothing. She looks fabulous.
Aravid, you don't look well. She is going to come over and offer Aravid a healing potion.
Oh, I think I'll be all right as for right now.
If you insist on being stubborn.
I've got one with me.
Very well.
Just figure it might as well be used at a better time.
Well,
Well, if
shall
you
we
wouldn't-
proceed?
If you wouldn't mind, I could reinvigorate you without consuming a health potion.
Oh, your freeze trick that I watched you hit Mia with?
The same. We don't have to if you don't wish to experience that, but it's an option that's on the table, Arvid.
Alright, anyway. Suppose
Uh-oh.
we should explore
Is that the mic? Oh. Yeah, I thought that pause was kind of suspicious. Oh, okay. Okay, so I will heal you for... I guess I'll just roll Cold Blast and take damage. Oh, that's a good... I think it's just the Cold Blast damage that I heal you for. So that's gonna be... yeah. Okay, so you heal 4. And I can continue doing that, but you'll be taking that same 4 as non-lethal.
Mic check.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
you're back.
Weird. So I get 4 HP, but I take 4 non-lethal?
Wait, hold on. I think I misinterpreted that. You
What
take
is the
1 point
dealio?
of burn. Okay, so I heal a willing living creature of an amount of damage equal to my kinetic blast damage. Done. So you take 1 point of burn, which is you just roll 1 dice per hit point you possess, and that damage is non-lethal.
Okay, just tell me what my HP goes up by and how much non-lethal I have.
Oh, I don't know what your hit dice is.
Well, I'd have 2. I'm level 2. Or it's a D10.
Oh, D10s. Okay, so you would roll 2 D10s after you heal 4.
Would you, or is it because it says per hit die? There's not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh God.
Oh wait,
No.
hold on. There it is.
So I
You
think it's
take
you just
you
take.
take 1 point of
2.
non-lethal damage per hit die. Okay, there you go. So you
So
take
it's just
2
2.
non-lethal, and you heal 4.
Yeah,
way
because
better.
Sweet. I have to reload the
ability
page
to
because
take 20
I
non-lethal
got
damage.
my sheet stuck in the top of the page.
Ah.
But I'll
Okay.
take my 4 healing and 2 non-lethal after that.
Okay. Shall we explore the rest of this hallway?
I think that's a good plan, but I would like Nia to join us.
Mia's
Alright.
watching the door in case someone comes through. I don't really know why anyone would come through. That's 4. And plus 2.
Well, I can go fetch her.
Sure.
If you wish. The rest of us will just sit here in the darkness.
Sounds lovely. I mean, you could come with me, but that's up
Do
to
one of you two... do one of the Ingrams or whatever have a light?
I don't.
I do.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
I'll ask.
There we go.
Well, currently, Hugh has bright light going.
Yeah, I'm literally the person handing out torches to everyone.
So I go get Mia and tell her what we've decided to do.
Okay, well then I'm teleporting people upwards.
Yes. Teleportation.
There you go.
Well, Mackenzie
Yeah.
is currently AFK, so
How dare?
Well, then for the stream, Mia, we're going to explore some more. No one's coming through the locked door.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're coming back. Hold on, I just want to practice a few more swings.
Gosh. That's horrible because I can't hear you do that. Oh, Jesus. Lost where everything is. Okay. So as soon as Mia sees Lucia, she points to the statue and says, "We can make it across. It actually doesn't hurt if you don't touch it."
That's lovely, dear. Good thinking. We thought that perhaps we would investigate a little further what's behind us and see if we can find some keys. I think that probably this is fine to be unguarded at the moment.
Okay. And she just kind of gives like a shrug and slings the giant arm over her shoulder, and I will go with everybody else.
Whee!
Okay, I'm gonna teleport you all now.
Zoomies!
Okay, well, you're in the wall. Teleportation.
Boom.
Teleportation. You have 2 sides to walk. Where do you go? You have left and right.
I'd like to check the L.
How many minesweepers do we have? Do I hear a 1? 1 minesweeper. I will follow the minesweeper.
Given what we've seen in the walls and so forth, I'd prefer that we don't separate at this point.
All right, well, have it your way. You
I'm
are
hardly the only one here.
well, yes, but you're the only minesweeper.
As Lucia, does Lucia look confused at that statement? Because I feel like she will.
Very, very.
Mia does like a gesture mimicking the one that she has done numerous times, where she does the detect magic, and basically like mimes to her. He's talking about you doing detect magic.
Oh, I see. I thought perhaps we were talking about actual mimes. Yes, of course. So she will go ahead and do detect magic.
Where?
I have no sense of this map, so we've already been here, right?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so we just need to go further this way?
Correct.
Okay. So I think I would like to just be looking at the tiles ahead of us long enough to see like if there's a trap so that we don't step on anything, and then advance past once I've determined that that's okay.
Okay. You do not detect anything going forward.
Have a door here.
There is a door.
Let me give it a look.
Nothing magical coming from it.
All right, I will let everybody know that.
Excellent. Open it.
I go to reach for the handle and I turn around and I just shoot Desmond a really dirty look and then I step to the side.
I'll take the glory.
Okay, you open the door.
Ooh, trees.
You open the door, and with the light that you have in your party, you see wooden walls along the northern section of this room give way to natural stone. From the narrow entry alcove, the room expands into a vast area filled with rampant green vegetation. Thick briars and vines cover the eastern and western walls. To the west, the vegetation overruns several neatly arranged sets of patio furniture. Further south, past the morass of vegetation, a stone building looms, the top of it emblazoned with a brass winged eye.
Oh, fun. We're going to explore that.
I do need to hold on a second.
Careful, my friend.
Oh, did I already step in a trap?
No. I need to, because they're not present on the map. This entire room is actually lit up, so I need to add torches.
Ooh. Whoa. Whoa.
They're just lining on one at a time.
Holy moly, this is a huge room.
Yeah, this entire place is lit up.
Can I do a knowledge nature check on the vegetation growing out of the wall?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Sure. Knowledge, nature. Let us see. You see, that most of these plants are things such as blackberries, kudzu, and various mosses have taken root.
Okay, so the plant doesn't look dangerous.
And I will say, every square within the briar, they hinder movement, and it's difficult to move through.
So, are we actually outside? Are we seeing sky now?
No, you are very much still under stone building.
Interesting. Okay.
This seems to have possibly been a place to store seeds or plant samples, but as you kind of look around a bit further, you would notice that a water leak, however long ago, would have allowed these hardier plants to take root and basically overgrow the place.
With no sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure this is fine. They're probably not magical.
This is a strange room. Take care and be wary. Perhaps one of us can spot a trap if any appear.
Oh, right. I guess after getting a third of the way into the room, I will try to perceive any tripwires or pressure plates or something.
Sure.
I will scan as per usual.
Oh, neat.
No, none of the tiles, none of the stones in this flooring seem to be trapped or anything. And, Lucia, you aren't sensing any magic.
Okay.
So the torches, do they look freshly lit Are they like guttering out? Have they been burning down for a while?
Well, I will give you this. If you aimed your detect magic upward, you would have definitely detected magic for said. I need to. God, I always screw up the pronunciation of this word. Braziers.
Oh yeah, that's a weird word.
Braziers.
Brazier, yeah, you would detect magic on the braziers.
Okay. I'll just mention offhandedly to Mia, magic torches, as you might expect.
You want me to try to get one off the wall? Because magic, it'll last longer than this one, and she will hold up the torch that she's holding.
Well, that's not a bad plan. Why not? Maybe one or two?
I mean, I got a statue down, so maybe I can get these guys down.
Sure.
How high up are they?
I was gonna say, if you could reach all the way up to like 40-foot high ceiling.
Do I look like I could climb a tree and maybe get one?
It would be very slow because they aren't trees. It is vines and moss and various bushes.
Is it enough that I could like climb up and like Zelda hang and like go across the ceiling, or no?
I would probably ask for multiple climb and then acrobatics.
Mia gives a little shrug and she's like, I don't think those branches are strong enough.
Just as I'm overhearing them, do any of these eternal burning torches in here look easier to grab?
Possibly, if you climbed the statue at the top, which I will describe to you up here.
Yeah, let's go.
3 rows of pews stand before a stone altar. A human statue stands atop the altar, its face and right arm broken off and shattered at the floor around it. 2 smaller statues of women, each wielding a sword and shield, stand in raised alcoves in the southeast and southwest corners.
Lucia,
Did you say that through the stones? Or did you come out and look at me?
I would have like looked back and waved.
Okay. Will come forward.
But I personally am going to just sort of observe to see if there's any kind of hidden compartment or so. Is this magical? Again, turning to you.
Thank you. Let me give the statue a look-see, please.
And I'll get ready for that compartment check.
Yeah, give me a perception. Oh, okay. I should have specified. Eravit, give me a perception. Because you're looking for stuff, right? Did your mic die again? $17. Yep. Okay. That's brutal. Well, a 17. You do not notice anything. With Detect Magic, Lucia, you do not detect anything on the statue. But
How about the altar?
Yes, you do not detect anything there either.
Okay. And we've got other statues, did you say, like, on the sides, like here and here?
Yeah,
in either
the
corner.
Oh, corners.
You're alive.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that you're alive again, as you begin detecting the magic, Lucia, all of you see you let's see, you were definitely starting to feel some magic after a little bit, as suddenly a let's see, hold on. Yeah, you see a spectral figure rising from this statue.
Oh,
Looks at all of you and very loudly says, "You have approached my altar. I demand tithing," and points to a little box in front of the statue.
Do I recognize this guy?
Give me a knowledge history or knowledge religion.
can I do the history one as well?
Sure.
Okay. Or, okay.
Everyone's able to either knowledge history or religion if they wish.
Nope.
Okay. Well then, only Desmond, you recognize this figure as Aerodin. The humanity's god of culture, innovation, things like that. However, this is very easily recognizable as a fake. This image has a face and clothing embellishments that would be entirely alien to the last Aslanti.
Ah, interesting. Well, I'm gonna approach and say, "Oh, of course. And what, pray tell, would you give us in return of our proper worship of you, my lord?"
You would hear back, "I offer you my blessings to continue exploring this place."
Your blessings to continue exploring. So then you know how to leave this place.
You know what? While this is happening, I'm gonna prepare to bolt up the statue and grab this torch.
Okay. You can certainly prepare to do that. Desmond, yep.
Mia would reach into her bag, and I have on my list of inventory performer outfit with fine jewelry. Can I pull out a ring from that jewelry set?
Sure.
Sure.
And just as you're doing that, you all hear a response back from this figure, very cockily, saying, "Through the doors, of course."
Oh, gee, thanks.
Yes. The doors with a locking mechanism. Would you happen to know where these keys are? I appreciate the offer for the blessing, but I'm afraid we've lost our way.
Hmm. Provide me a good enough offering, and you will find this key you seek.
Okay, so Desmond, knowing this guy's a fake, is gonna gaslight the fuck out of him. And say, of course, we have a skilled performer here today, much like the performances that Eridan, as I knew him, had accepted as tribute. Would you care to see it?
Give me... Give me a... I mean, I guess you can give me a bluff? Or diplomacy? Okay. Let's see.
Oh, and I lay my hand on Mia's shoulder before she puts the ring in.
The response you get is, I will watch this performance, but if it is not good enough, I will ask for double the rewards.
Very well. I step aside and I ask Mia, do you need a room to perform?
No. I really just need this, and I will put the ring on my finger to like hold on to it, and then I will reach into my bag and pull out my microphone.
Alright, you can give me a perform.
And do. And I'm going to use that guidance, which I will add in as the miscellaneous. Here, babe. That's a 12. That's really bad.
You begin singing. And all of you would just see a bored face on this spectral figure.
Patience, my lord. Those are only vocal exercises.
Mid-singing, they say, they say, I grow bored of this. You either, let's see, hold on a second. I need to find a word I'm looking for that I can't seem to find. Yeah. The spectral figure says, I grow bored of this. You either pay tithing now or you die in these archives.
I'm gonna continue to gaslight him even further. But my lord, that was a perfect replication of Julia's sonnet, written 15 years ago. You love that poem.
Give me... Give me another bluff. It's... You say this, and the spectral figure seems a bit tired of this and just goes back into the statue.
I defeated him, guys. Gaslighting for the win! Alright, so, everyone do your thing.
Uh-huh. I guess I'm gonna try to get that eternal burning torch now.
Sure. Give me acrobatics or climb to climb.
Climb. Let's see. What do I got there? Okay. Not quite as good, but
Holy shit. No, I'm sorry. Go on.
I will use another panache point for daring do. So let's see. D20 and D6. Total.
20 total. Okay, you are able to climb up there, and I will remind you, they aren't like torches. They are a full brazier.
Oh. Mia, why are you doing this?
I didn't do nothing.
I mean, why am I doing this? But
I don't know. You helped me pronounce the word.
I would just like to point out that Mia would be totally confident in taking out a brazier, so if you're going after it, she's kind of like, cool, someone else understands.
I guess I'm giving you I'm throwing you a bone with this one. That's what I'm doing.
By also going after a brazier?
Yes.
Yeah, says the guy who's walked into 2 traps. Uh-huh. I've saved you
But that
both
wasn't-
times. I've saved you both times.
Unbelievable. Whatever.
I'm gonna have to start paying you for your rescues. Or start charging you. Start charging you for your rescues.
So what do you do?
I mean, how far away is it?
They are tied up from the ceiling down. I'd say with the being on top of the statue, you would be able to reach at least the closest to the statue and try to cut it down.
Sure. I'll try to go for 1.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
Okay. So +7. Wow. Yep. You know how we get amazing rolls when we're doing stupid stuff that doesn't matter?
Yeah.
26.
26. You cut the rope and the brazier falls over here. It clonks to the ground, boom, and spatters out. But the fire is still going inside of it.
And I'll plot myself back to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good job.
Oh, there's nothing here.
I know.
Can I just real quick detect magic on the other 2 statues?
Sure.
Just in case.
Yeah, you go through, you detect magic, and you detect nothing.
All right.
They were probably going to animate, if I had to guess.
Possibly, yeah.
That is out of character, but back in character. All right. Was there anything else here, Lucia?
No. Cisco
All right.
back behind. Has come out outside the building just to see if there's anything behind it.
It's not. Is it a building? Did I say building?
I don't remember.
I think it's just like an altar area. So yeah.
Okay, so we'd be able to see back there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So with the lamp down, how big is the brazier? Does it look like it's something that could easily be carried?
You would have to carry it using 2 hands the entire time.
Let's give it to the NPCs and tell them it's important.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I will gesture to the brazier. And be like, we could probably have those guys hold on to it. I think that they'd probably appreciate A, the warmth, and B, the light.
There's also a flame going in it, so it'd definitely be hot to the touch.
Not my problem.
I'm gonna put it in the Discord, but you'd be carrying around. You definitely have to use 2 hands to carry around something like this, which is basically what they are, just from the ceiling.
But Aravid cut part of the rope, right? It's not like the rope was severed at the brazier. Can't we drag it behind us?
This is so ridiculous. Why are we doing this?
There's not a lot of rope left.
It's magic. That's
Let's just tie it to Desmond's waist and he can pull it.
Excellent
I mean,
idea, Mia. We will tie it over to Mia's waist, and she will pull it.
And joke's on you. You don't want anything that holds me back if I'm going to be the one going into a fight. You really want me to spend time untying it from myself? I don't think so.
Oh, I walked out of the room already.
I'd be shouting that at you. Don't you worry, you'd hear.
Let's just leave it here, dear.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
That's a good idea, though.
Wasn't that the magic item that, like, we came in to get?
I don't think that was our goal specifically. We were just checking out the room. Unless I missed something, which is entirely possible.
Aravid, was there anything in the statue when you were looking at it? Did you find anything, like a key or whatever we need to open that door?
No, I don't think it had any cavities, but at least we know it exists if we have to double check.
That's true. You know, we're doing a lot of work for a key. Hugh here is really good at breaking locks.
Hey, if you want to make a side trip, that's fine with me. I'm just going to keep exploring these rooms.
I do think it's
Hopefully with a light.
I do think it's worthwhile to just see what's here. We're finding some interesting things. So I'm gonna detect magic as we go here.
Mm-hmm.
Doop.
Yes, please. I don't want to step in another thing.
Doop. Have we been through this door?
Yeah, that's the lightning room.
Is it? Okay. I don't like that room. But doop. But doop.
Nothing.
Hooray!
Door.
There is a door.
Door time. Open the door.
There a magic trap of any kind or magic at all?
Don't sense anything.
Okay.
I'll get the door.
All right, you open the door, huh?
There's another bend in the hallway.
You open the door, and inside you see
A turtle!
you see
It looks exactly like a turtle!
You see a fearsome winged beast poses ferociously in the southeastern corner of the square room. 2 wolves stand in similar poses in the northern corners, while an immense coiled serpent poises itself in the southwestern corner, ready to strike. A small elephant stands in the center of the room, and its head drooping far too low, and the top of its neck torn open. Thick cords of rope haste avian creatures of every size along the ceiling, with an impressive eagle taking up the most space above. And then doors exit to where you came in from and to the west.
Alright, everyone. Let's give a quick
Why would anyone
overview.
tear open that elephant?
Hell if I know. Rich people are very evil.
Quite a few of them, yes. Detect magic scan.
And also eyeball scan.
Eyeball scan.
Yeah, you can do perception.
Is this a hedgehog?
Let's see.
I want it to be a hedgehog.
Where are you throwing the detect magic?
Animal by animal, starting with this one.
Okay. You do detect magic on that wolf. And as everyone's looking around, we're just going to say, how many rounds are you spending with it on the wolf?
I'm going to spend as many rounds as it takes for you to tell me everything. No, wait. I would like you to tell me the school of magic.
So you're going to round 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Round 3 comes and goes. You do learn that it is enchantment. And as you learn that, suddenly, both wolves in the room begin to animate.
Yep, okay.
They rise on clicking mechanisms, their bodies straining to stand on 2 legs. However, during this movement, one of the wolf's hind legs collapses, while you notice the fur on the other wolf's back splits open, rendering them both inert.
Oh, poor little guys.
As that all happens, you hear another sound. You look to the top of the room as a griffin begins beating its wings, only for one of it to entirely tear off. You see, moments later, it rips off the front foot, attaching it to its display, and moves to attack.
Okay.
Cool.
Mia,
cool.
look, something to hit.
Okay.
And we are just missing Lucia. There you are.
Also, if it's above me, I probably didn't hear it.
No.
I'm looking around the room, so if you want to put me dead last, that's fine, because I'm flat-footed.
Sure, I'm gonna put you dead last for now. We'll keep you
Is
with
it-
the 7.
Is it still in the air, or are we in threatened squares now?
You are in threatened squares, but I imagine, Lucia, you were busy looking at the wolf that was currently splitting open in front of you.
Sure was.
So I'll leave you on your 7, but we'll say you're surprised.
Okay, that works.
So, but no one else is. All of you very obviously, turn head up and see this. So Desmond, you are first.
Okay, so is it still up in the air, but it's occupying that space?
No, it has ripped itself free from its thing and is currently on the ground in its appropriate squares.
Oh, okay. So, did it squash the elephant?
Oh.
Yeah, the center of the room is squashed.
Aw.
Okay. So, it is on the same ground level as us.
Yes.
Okay, well, I am gonna attempt to gold blast it. And hopefully I don't fuck up. Yes.
That does hit.
I hope so.
Yes.
Alright,
For
6
6.
cold damage.
Okay. 6 cold damage. Anything else?
I don't believe so.
Okay, Mia.
Alrighty, so I think by Pathfinder rules, this is 5 and this is 15.
Yeah,
Right?
right. Double diagonals. Yeah.
On your yeah, so your first one is worth 10, and then the first one's worth 5, and then it's 10, and so on. Every other.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Then I have enough to get here. So I'll flanking. And I'm gonna drop my torch because I'm assuming the weapon that I have considered a great club is probably considered a large, or is it considered a medium? You said great club, so I'm assuming large. So it'd need to be two-handed. Oh, by the wolf that's busted?
No, hold
No,
on.
by the griffin. Because this is a threatened square. Moving
it?
from that square.
How is it a threatened square? Does it have a 10-foot reach? Oh, it's diagonal. Oh, I see.
Well, I mean, which way is the griffin? Well, all of the spaces around it are threatened, and if you move from a space that's threatened, that counts for attacks of opportunity.
To another
Even if
threatened
you-
space within the radius?
Yes.
That's how it is. In
Wow.
Oh, that's a shitty rule. No wonder they don't have that in 5e. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I think it's good.
I think it's.
I guess
I
you get
don't.
2 attacks of opportunity then?
Just the one, unless it specifically has more than one.
It doesn't. It will try to talon you, though.
Okay, cool. That means you can move away and not get in trouble.
Does a 20 hit you?
Yes.
You take 8 talon damage. Good old slashing.
Okie dokie. So back to my original question. Is it a large weapon that would require 2 hands to wield, or is it a medium?
Great
Because you said great club.
Yes. I
I
did.
think it's large.
It has 2 damage types, small and medium. So I would imagine. It is a 2-handed weapon. I will say that.
Okay. And do you consider it? Would you consider it a D8 or a D10?
I would say a D10.
Okay. Great. With that knowledge, I will drop the torch I've been carrying, grip onto this giant arm with a scepter in it, and take 2 swings at the creature.
Okay.
Because I can do that with my 2-weapon fighting, because I can do it with a single weapon. First attack is a 10.
That misses.
I do have flanking, so that's 2 for that, so 12.
That misses.
Okay. And second. 17
That hits.
for 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, but I don't look good.
Okay. Aravid.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna definitely take this opportunity while it's facing over here to stab it in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Oh yes, for all that purposes, it is now facing Mia, yeah.
24.
That, yes.
Yeah. What's my damage die? I think it's just D6. Yeah, just a D6 plus 1. 6 damage, and I'm going to shout out, "Hey, over here!" or whatever. I don't know. I don't have the gusto.
Okay. Skip and Lucia, because we discussed that.
Yep.
The Griffin. Yeah, I mean, you shout at it, and it's gonna turn around. And it's going to try and hit you with its talon.
Okay, I'm going to try and riposte that.
Okay.
Parry and riposte, I should say.
I will tell you it got a 16.
Okay, so I gotta get like a 10 or better. Nope, I got a 3, so that's gonna get through.
and you take 6 slashing damage from this talent.
Achie.
And it is now Hugh's turn.
Okay, I'm going to take my 5 steps back first. And I'm just going to try to throw a... I'm going to throw a kunai at its head.
Okay.
Which one do I press again if I want to? It's just the name of the weapon, right?
Yeah, the name.
That hits. And then there's now a kunai stuck in the animated griffin's hide.
Okay, well, that's all I can really do.
Alright, Desmond.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to cold blast this thing again until it stops being a thing.
Okay.
I forgot that we have AC.
Yeah.
AC's kind of important. Alright,
As-
so 4 cold damage.
4 cold. Alright. Anything else?
Nothing for now.
Alright, Mia.
Mia's gonna shout, "Hey, you big old bucket of bolts, look over here!" And I will take 2 attacks at it again while it is facing
Okay.
Airbud. So that's a 14.
That hits.
Cool. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And then a crit and 20 to
Ooh.
confirm.
That does confirm. Do you want a card?
Sure, we'll take a card. Why not?
Alright, and this is bludgeoning damage.
Tis be bludgeoning.
Let's see. Okay. You got terrible bruise, double damage, and 2d6 non-lethal damage.
Damn.
So double off the crit?
No, just the regular double damage, so the 18.
Oh, okay.
And then 2d6 non-lethal.
Nice.
Which I believe you would roll.
Okay. 2d6. Da, 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 da. 3.
Aw.
Okay. Yep, because machines get tired too. This griffin, this animated griffin, is looking very worn down as it turns now to face you, Mia.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, I just think it's gonna be this game back and forth of, hey, look at me,
Okay.
flap, look at me, flap.
Aravid.
Okay, so it is still looking at me, which is fine. I'm doing great. Definitely didn't get hit.
No.
So without flanking, I'm just gonna try to stab it in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 19.
Yes.
Oh, 7 damage, max damage.
You stab it in the face, and it goes down.
Giant mechanized, or well, I guess not giant, but mechanized griffin. I can add that to my list.
Desmond fixes his suit, does another one just to double tap it, and says, "That's for the elephant."
Yes.
It spawned and died before Lucia could do anything.
Oh, well, Lucia did
That's
not
okay.
have much to do, so that's okay.
While Lucia's looking in Desmond's direction, Desmond's gonna say, "Oh, we didn't mean to startle you. You keep doing what you're doing."
Oh, I wasn't doing anything as important as that. Is the wolf still, like, attempting to attack?
Oh no, they are.
Okay,
They, look
they just
fully
fell apart.
distorted and inert. Yeah.
Okay. So we've got a couple people looking rough. Yes? No?
Oh yeah, I was gonna RP that, but I'll let you go first.
No. Please, go ahead.
Where was Mia hurt?
I don't know. Where'd Mia get hit with the claws? Was it
Tell
like on
us
her
where the
arm?
bad griffin touched you.
It
The
touched me
griffin
here!
was going for like upper mass on both of you.
So probably a good chunk of her shoulder and down her arm then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, here we go. While Mia's reaching down for the torch, Desmond's gonna say, "You're welcome," and heal you for 5 cold, and you take 2 non-lethal.
Ah, cold! And I grab the torch and I like kind of like hold it to myself to try to get myself warm up again.
Desmond.
Thank you.
Desmond.
Yes, Lucia.
That's an extremely interesting and unusual skill. Does it always also hurt when you heal someone?
Well, to be fair, some of the recipients actually like the cooling sensation.
Oh, well, I suppose that's true. I'm just curious as to if your healing could ever, oh, I don't know, actually kill someone.
No, never.
Excellent.
Are you still hurt, Mia?
I'm not as bad, but I'm a little cold.
Alright then. Just let me know if you need any more healing.
Okay.
So why do we suppose this room is filled with, attacking animals? Sentries for that door, perhaps?
If memory serves me correctly, this door probably leads to the lightning room, as we have dubbed it. Did we even find anything magical in this room?
Well, yes, this wolf, I imagine, let me just take a quick look, but I imagine perhaps all the animals in here are animated the same way. I'd like to give it a scan, please.
Yep. And with a scan of detect magic, you only feel fading magic from the 2 wolves and the griffin.
Okay. So
None
none
of
of the other animals light
None
up?
of the other animals light up, other than them being taxidermied
Right.
animals.
Yeah. No, we seem to have discovered the only ones. And, this... It's interesting that the magic seems to be in decay.
Must have been here for a while. The search continues.
All right. Down the hallway.
Lucia says very quietly to Mia, if you want healing that isn't cold, of course, you can just let me know, dear.
Thank you. She mouths that back to her.
All right, I'm scanning.
Mm-hmm.
Standard operating procedure
Nothing.
and door.
You don't get anything.
Okay.
I'll open the door.
You'll open the door.
I will
Oh
open
my
the door.
god. I can get you in a trap. A trap of opening a not suspicious at all door.
YOLO.
You open the door.
I cast door.
Inside, thick wooden bookshelves jut out from the eastern and western walls. Bundles of paper, scroll tubes, and thick tomes cram themselves nearly to bursting. Layers of dust coat some areas of the chamber, but others remain suspiciously clean. Books and papers crowd one of the work tables in the corners, smeared with ink. 2 doors exit to the south, while the one you entered leads, to the north. And I think, as you all walk into this seemingly library-like room, and I give you this fancy description, we're gonna fade to black and see you next time in session 8.
When the books all come alive and beat us to death. It'll be fun.
Yeah, like these guys.
Yeah.
Someone did want to fight. I think it was Aravid who said they wanted to fight the living books. So, perhaps you will.
There's no way they're living books. Dude.
Well, some bookshelves are clean, so maybe that's where the living books are. They're just getting up and walking around and then going back to bed.
Yeah.
All right, great game as always. Can't wait to play in next 2 weeks. See what's going on in this weird library. But for now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Bye, YouTube. Happy dungeon delving, everyone, and pie.
And as always, good pie and stay sweet.